guys, the day is finally here. The last episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty is finally out. And you guys know I'm very passionate about this show, okay? I always get comments of people asking me about it. When I meet you guys in person, you guys are always asking why I'm Team Conrad or anything about the show. You guys know I love it. So today I will be watching it with you guys. Now, for those of you who may not know what the show is, let me give you a quick rundown of what you are getting yourself into. Now, before I say anything, I'm just going to forewarn you guys that there are going to be a lot of spoilers in this video. So if you are wanting to watch The Summer I Turned Pretty or you are watching it and you are not finished with the series, do not watch this video yet. Go finish the show and then come back and watch this. With all that being said, if you have never seen The Summer I Turned Pretty and you don't really care to go watch the whole series, I'm gonna try to briefly explain to you guys what The Summer I Turned Pretty is so that you can better understand this video and my reaction. So The Summer I Turned Pretty is a TV show based off of the trilogy books, The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. And the series is focused around our main female character, Isabella, who goes by Belly. Belly and her older brother Steven grew up every single summer going to this beach house at Cousins Beach. Now, this luxury, beautiful, gorgeous beach house is owned by their mother's best friend, Susanna. Now, Susanna does have two sons, Conrad and Jeremiah, that are relatively the same age as Belly. So growing up, she was bound to have a crush on one of these brothers. And all throughout her childhood, that crush was on the older brother, Conrad. Conrad was always super sweet to her, okay? He paid extra attention to her when the other kids didn't. You know, he kind of was like putting off this vibe that he really liked her. Now, season 1 starts when Belly is freshly 16 and she's going to the beach house, and she has never had any sort of romantic relationship with either of the brothers, but they start to show an interest in her because, as the name of the show says, it was the summer Belly turned pretty. Belly shows up to the beach house during the summer looking fabulous, okay? She is stunning. And that is when the brothers start to realize, oh shoot, that girl's pretty cute. You know, the girl I've been growing up with my whole life, she's adorable. And so all of season 1 is basically Belly finally realizing that like these boys are liking her. The whole season is following just this love triangle of Belly, Conrad, and Jeremiah, because Conrad is her longtime childhood crush. But now Jeremiah is seeing how beautiful Belly actually is, and he is paying Belly some special attention, you know, being kind of flirtatious and whatnot. Now, while this love trial is going on, Belly gets signed up to participate in the debutante ball, where one of the brothers will have to be her escort to the ball. But Belly, being all like independent woman, says, you know what, I don't want either of you, I'm gonna go find my own date. So she briefly has a relationship with this other guy named Cam. Obviously does not work out, and she ends up going to the ball with one of the brothers. The whole summer, Conrad was kind of like uptight and angry, and nobody could figure out why. But the reason was because he knew his mother had cancer, and he was carrying all of that by himself. He didn't share it with his brother, he didn't tell Belly or anybody else. We are left off in season 1 with everyone finding out that his mother, Susanna, has cancer, and she is going to start doing treatment. Now, another little thing for season 1 is Belly's childhood best friend, Taylor, starts hooking up with her brother, Steven, during the summer, okay? That's very side questy, and at first Belly is kind of like, what the heck, Taylor? But then I think she starts to come around to it. Now, that's where season 1 left off. I'm gonna briefly run you guys through season 2 now. So we start off season 2 with the realization that Susanna did in fact pass away from cancer, and everybody is really struggling with that. Because Susanna died, Belly has no interest in going back to the beach house this summer because she feels like Susanna was the one who kind of brought life to the house. But she gets a phone call from Jeremiah, who she is not really on speaking terms with at this moment, telling her that Conrad is not at his college dorm and that he is missing and they need to go find him. So Belly and Jeremiah drive down to Cousins to the beach house, and they find Conrad there, where he tells them that the beach house that their mother left to the brothers is now being sold out from under them by their aunt that they are not close with in any way. So basically the whole summer they're just trying to find ways to save the beach house. Belly is again kind of back and forth between these brothers. We don't actually know what happened during the year between the last summer and this current summer, but towards the end of the season we learned that after the last summer that Conrad and Belly had started a relationship. Things were going great until Susanna did pass away, and Conrad was really struggling with that, and he was not opening up to Belly about anything, and she started to get really frustrated with him. Keep in mind, Conrad was a teenage boy who did not know how to regulate his emotions or feelings during this time of his mother's passing, and they ended up breaking up during Belly's senior prom because Conrad was very emotionally shut off, and Belly was getting pretty irritated that he wasn't opening up. So the relationship is ended. Now, flash forward to the end of the summer in season 2, Conrad and Belly kind of talked through the issues that they were having during the time that Conrad's mom had passed. Now, the summer is obviously spent back and forth between both brothers again, and she cannot make up her mind. However, at the end of the season, it does end with her choosing to be with Jeremiah and Conrad leaving to go to school in California. So that is where we are left off at the end of season 2. Season 3 picks up 3 years later. Jeremiah and Belly are still in a relationship. Now, this is the season that I have been watching over the last few months, and it is very good. To sum it up as quickly as I possibly can, we find out very early in the season that Jeremiah had hooked up with another girl while he was on a break from Belly. Belly and Jeremiah had gotten into a fight, and they were on a break for about a week and a half, and during that time, Jeremiah had gotten with another girl, and he never told Belly. Flash forward a couple of months, they're at a party, and Belly overhears some girls talking about how this girl had hooked up with her boyfriend. So she obviously freaks out, goes to Jeremiah, and they have this whole thing where they break up. A few days later, Belly's older brother Steven gets into a car accident, and she goes to the hospital to be with him, where Jeremiah meets her. And during this emotional and vulnerable state, they begin talking through their feelings and talking about how it was a mistake, that they shouldn't have broken up. And what does Jeremiah do? He gets down on one knee and proposes to Belly without a ring. Ew. That's all I gotta say. Ew. So Belly and Jeremiah are now engaged, and they begin the wedding planning process. Now, one important thing to note is that Belly did actually go up to the cousin's beach house over Christmas break, and when she was there, Conrad was there as well, and they spent the break together. And that is why Belly and Jeremiah ended up taking a break in the first place, because Jeremiah had found out about that, and he picked a fight with Belly. They split up for a week and a half, then he got with the girl. Anyways, we are now at the point where Belly and Jeremiah are engaged, and they're planning their wedding. And during the wedding planning process, Belly goes up to the cousin's beach house, and Jeremiah has to stay back for work. So while Jeremiah is working, Conrad is actually at the beach house with Belly, helping her plan the wedding. Obviously, tension is building between Conrad and Belly, who have not been around each other in 3 years, and old feelings come rushing back. They go through the whole wedding planning process, and there was one night Conrad did tell Belly, "I love you, I want to be with you, don't marry my brother." And Belly gets very, very mad. She's like, "Why are you doing this? You know I'm about to marry my brother, you're selfish." Which maybe it is a little bit selfish, whatever. I can look past it for Conrad. The wedding day comes, and Conrad comes into the bridal suite where Belly is at and tells her again, "I love you, don't marry Jeremiah." Jeremiah is obviously very, very, very unhappy with this, and him and Conrad get into a huge fight, and pretty much the wedding gets called off now because Belly realizes that she does in fact love Conrad, and she can't marry his brother if she still has feelings for him. So that is where the breakup for Jeremiah and Belly officially happens, is on their wedding day. They broke up. Anyways, after that, Belly decides that she is going to go to Paris because she had been accepted into a school over in Paris that she had wanted to go to. And so she ended up, spur of the moment, booking a plane ticket to Paris. And she goes to Paris, and she's been in Paris for about 6 months now. And she has not really talked to either of the brothers. And that is where we are at now. The last episode I watched, Conrad was getting on a plane to go to Paris to see Belly. So we are about to see the reunification between Belly and Conrad, and that is where this episode is starting. So before we get into the actual reaction of the show, let me tell you guys my predictions on what I think is going to happen this episode. I think Conrad is going to get to Paris, and I think specifically he is going to see Belly through the bar window that she works at, and he is going to see her with Benito. Benito is a guy she met in Paris that she has kind of been like dating slightly, but like it doesn't seem super serious. So I think he's going to see Belly with Benito and be slightly heartbroken, but he's going to go into the bar anyways. And there's going to be this dramatic eye contact moment between them, okay? Conrad is gonna walk through the door. Belly's gonna hear the bell door chime, and she's gonna turn and see the love of her life. And then they're gonna go into this whole thing of, "Conrad, what are you doing here? Oh my gosh." Like, and then it's gonna go into the monologue of Belly like, "Conrad, it's always been Conrad. My Conrad flew to Paris." You know, the whole shebang. That's what I'm imagining is going to happen, okay? I don't know what the timeline is gonna be, but I am positive that the episode is going to end with Belly walking down the aisle to Conrad, her future husband, while Steven and Jeremiah are his groomsmen, because I think Conrad and Jeremiah are going to make up completely. And I think, a little side note, I do think Jeremiah is going to have a new girlfriend at the wedding. We saw in the last episode that him and Denise, one of his co-workers, were kind of, you know, getting along pretty well. So I think that he may or may not be with Denise at the wedding. A few other little random things that I think are gonna happen. I do think that Denise and Steven are going to get the funding that they wanted for their project. I don't know how. I think Adam might give it to them. And then I also think Taylor and Steven are also going to either get engaged, get married, get pregnant. I don't know. I think something huge is gonna happen for Steven and Taylor this episode as well. Those are my predictions. It is time to start the episode. Guys, I don't think you understand how excited I am. Ah! Okay, nobody talk to me. My show's on. I forgot. Oh my gosh. Wait, no, shut up, shut up, shut up. I forgot the last episode ended with Belly chopping her hair. I just saw the cover. No! Oh, Belly fell victim to the summer bob. Why did she bob it? Okay, all right, hold on. Let's just read the description for this episode. Season 3, episode 11 is called At Last, and it says, all roads lead to Paris in this epic show-stopping series finale. Our summer girl, Belly's 22nd birthday takes an unexpected turn when someone from home crashes the celebration. She must confront the life she thought she left behind. Hit play immediately.
Go.
I'll marry him. What do you have to do? I'm wasted either.
Pause. He's in Paris already. I thought it was, ah! Okay, I'm not ready. Shut up. 2 seconds in, my favorite piano song is playing. It did not open out the way I thought it would. First of all, Conrad shows up to her like apartment, rings the doorbell, she doesn't answer, so he just sits on her front steps. And then she rides up on the little moped with Benito. And he now just watched Belly and Benito have a little moment where they like kissed. His heart is breaking as we speak. Not the flashbacks.
Conrad.
Stop, I'm so sad for him.
Yeah?
Jeremiah and Denise have something happening right now in this apartment. Like, the tension is there. I just don't know how it's gonna play out. Like, Jeremiah just said, I found us a new couch. What? What do you mean you found us?
When you work on it, your back hurts.
Denise is moving to California. I did not see that coming. Where's Jeremiah gonna go?
Funding a lot of it. And
I knew it! I knew they were gonna get the funding.
actually, Conklin has not told her about moving to San
Oh no, okay, all right. So Steven and Denise got funding for their project, but they have to move to San Francisco. Taylor, Steven's girlfriend, did not know that, and she just walked in, and oh my gosh, Taylor's kind of a hothead, so we'll see what she says.
Bar for tonight has a leak in it.
Oh my gosh, he's like taking pictures of her and stuff. You, Belly Conklin, are giving Conrad Fisher a tour around Paris. And you're acting like it's a chore? Get it together, Belly. You are the villain of this show. Belly, see, the mixed signals you were giving the man is not okay.
Like what?
Like, remember that thing that you said?
Oh, there it is. See, she's fake. At first, she was like acting like she had no time for Conrad. She's just such a busy woman in Paris. And now she's like, oh, actually, Conrad, you can hang out with me and my friends tonight. Okay, wait, Conrad's like just kind of hanging out in Belly's room while she's getting ready for the dinner. And he's just kind of like looking around, looking at things. I think he's about to find all the letters he sent her and the fact that she's kept them. And he's gonna be like so excited about it.
Thanks, I inherit.
Okay, so I was wrong. He is now looking at pictures of Belly and her current boyfriend, Benito, on the wall. That's sad. No! He spotted it! He had, last episode, Conrad had sent her stuffed animal, Junior Mint, to her in Paris, and he just saw the teddy bear sitting on her desk. But the reason this polar bear is so significant is because Conrad won it for her at the pier back in Cousins, and she kept it all these years, and now it's sitting with her in Paris. It's so sad. Like, you know there's so much tension there. He just told her you look so beautiful, and it's like awkward the way it played out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He gets all close to her while she's struggling to put her bracelet on, and he says, let me do it. I'm sad. Okay, continue. Shut up. He said, do I look okay? He's all like nervous. Listen, I want it so bad for Belly and Conrad. Like, I want them to just like literally fall in love again and like get married right now. And maybe that's what they're trying to do, is just make me freaking desperate to see it happen even more right now. I don't know. They're dragging this out and it's painful to watch. It seems like Belly's not interested in him and it's like heartbreaking. Okay, Conrad just met Benito and he just watched Belly run off with Benito. Man, he's in pain. Oh.
No, I'm fine.
Benito just said in a movie Conrad would be the villain, and Belly said, oh my gosh, no, I was the villain. That's right, you were the villain. Say it again and again and again, and don't you forget it, Belly.
It's only been 6 weeks.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Benito and Conrad about to throw down in the bar.
Cook them.
Hey, I'm not going to.
Jeremiah and Denise are falling in love as we speak. I think that they will kiss by the end of this day.
It's gross.
I highly doubt things.
That is so selfless. He gave Belly his bottle of sand that he collected from the beach that he would use to make himself feel better. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They just sang her happy birthday. On every single one of her birthdays, when she blew out her candles, she wished for one thing, and that was Conrad. And now he's sitting across from her in Paris on her birthday, and she's about to blow out her candles again.
Making me DoorDash food to you in bed. That is bum activities.
Thank you. I needed lunch, but I couldn't stop watching. I have to watch this.
I know you're
My kitchen.
sorry.
I will say, I am feeling a little bit sympathetic for Jeremiah. After him and Belly broke up, he was kind of lost, and now he's trying to make it as a chef. This specific day is just not going as planned for him, so I do feel bad.
Real, please.
Kill you. You brought this up.
Steven and Taylor are actually the best couple in the series. I didn't like Taylor at first, but her and Steven together, oh, they're so good. I love it. They're so cute.
I have to see it.
You know what?
Jeremiah just kissed Denise. Oh, I'm so happy for them. Everybody is getting their happy ending in this episode. That is just the closure that Jeremiah needed in his life. And I'm going to say it now. I do think he is going to end up moving to San Francisco with the rest of the group.
Forget it, Dad. You think
Stop. Asking her to dance at night in Paris. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. There it is. There it is. Oh my gosh. Also, the Taylor Swift song. In the back of the taxi? That kiss clearly signifies that Belly and Conrad are reconnected, and Belly just told Conrad, every single year on my birthday, I would wish for you. And Conrad responded with, now you're stuck with me. I'm dead. I gotta keep watching.
You should be there.
Listen, we got like less than 20 minutes left in this episode, and Belly is just grilling Conrad about why he's in Paris. I don't think we have time for their relationship to fall apart for like the 600th time. I need them to wrap this up and just get married. Hold up, there it is. He just confessed his love for her once again.
my mother thought that we should get...
How is it humanly possible that we are in the last 10 minutes of this episode and they are like breaking up once again? What? I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad right now. Stop him. Maybe stop him for once in your life. Just stop him. So now she knows, it's in her head that she like knows that she loves Conrad, and Out of the Woods by Taylor Swift is playing. I mean, that's a great choice. Run! Okay, this is like super cute and romantic, the fact that she's running after him through Paris to the train station. But like, where are their cell phones? Like, she hops in a taxi, she's screaming his name, but like, I know you have a cell phone. I know you both have cell phones. Is that it? No shot. There's no wedding. What? I would have literally put all of my money and cash on a bet there would have been a wedding at the end of this episode. There's a lot to unpack here, but I will just start off by saying that I am satisfied with the ending, okay? Everybody got their happy ending. Taylor and Steven, Jeremiah and Denise, and of course, Belly and Conrad ended up together in the very end, which is all I think I wanted. And if you were Team Jeremiah, I'm sorry, but I do think that Denise is a better fit than Belly for him. I'm a little disappointed that there wasn't a wedding like I had kind of assumed there would be, but that's okay. We got this really cute montage of pictures from Belly and Conrad spending Christmas in Paris, which was really cute. And then we also saw that Conrad and Belly did make it back to cousins at the beach house later on. So that's great, that's good. Overall, I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with how it ended. And I thought it was such a good series. I'm really sad that it's over, but it was so good. I loved it. As if life could not get better with the Bonrad ending, as soon as I finished sharing my reaction of the episode, The Summer I Turned Pretty posted that there is going to be a movie. Shut up. Stop it right now. What do you mean? That is where Belly and Conrad are going to be getting married. It all makes so much sense now. I am so excited for the movie to come out, and I'm in shock. I did not expect them to be making a movie about it. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, seeing my reaction. I will see you guys in the next one. Love you. Mwah. Bye.